Good afternoon, Pioneers. My name is Janice Montecillo, and I'm here at Western High School in Anaheim with Senator Lou Correa, who is currently in the run for Congress. Fun fact, he's actually an alumni from Anaheim High School and Cal State Fullerton. So, good afternoon. How are you today?
Go Colonists. It's good to be here at the home of the Pioneers. You know, it's a great rivalry between Anaheim High School and Western. We actually played football against you many times in the 70s, a long time ago. But you know what's beautiful about these communities is we remember, we celebrate the rivalry and the success of both schools.
Okay, that's great. Well, I just had a few questions to ask you. So, in our government classes, we've been learning a lot about federalism and the divide between state and federal government. Could you kind of have a breakdown to kind of the jump from the state to the federal and how your job is kind of affected by that?
Well, I've been at the state as a state senator for a number of years, and now that is the question, which is looking at how the federal government works. Now, all of us can read the books just like you have, and you can teach me later on a little bit more about federalism. But I think the important issue is to figure out the politics, the mechanics. And I know politics is kind of a dirty word, but when I say politics, I'm referring to how to deal with people. Because at the end of the day, the beauty about politics is people. The not so beautiful part is people and how you get along with people. Right now we have elections throughout the country. We'll have new faces, old faces, and we have to figure out how to deal with people. And in my opinion, that's what makes a person successful, which is how do you deal with people? And then you learn how to do that here at schools. You know, you deal with people of different walks of life, people who look different, people who think differently, but you're always trying to find that common element. And if you can figure out how to relate to people, I think you're at least to first base when it comes to learning how to politic and learning how to be successful.
That's wonderful. Well, speaking of people, I know you had an involvement with the establishment of California's Young Senators program, and I was wondering, why do you think it's important for us as youth to be involved in the political community?
God, thank you for that question. It's so neat because look at all these young kids out here. Believe it or not, I was actually a sophomore once in high school a long time ago. And thinking about what made a difference in my life, it was getting involved with extracurricular activities, being in athletics, being in sports, and dealing with teachers and counselors. And so what I wanted to do when I got into the Senate, I created what was called the Young Senators program. And it was my way of getting kids involved in things that you wouldn't regularly touch when you're in school. So we did a Saturday program where you met people from all walks of life. You went out and cleaned graffiti, and you, again, learn how to deal with people from different parts of the world or other high schools, so to speak. And that's the way the program started. It got to be so successful that the state of California, the Senate, implemented it statewide. So that spoke to the fact that it was a good idea. And God willing, if I get elected to Congress in 19 days, I'm going to start out with the Congressional Leadership Program as well. And hopefully I'll get some people from Western High School to be part of it.
Okay, thank you. And I just have to ask, what was your favorite subject in school?
Oh my God, what was my favorite subject in school? You know, I was kind of a strange kid because I liked things like English, I liked math. Math I really loved a lot, and I actually liked physics too. So I used to like to study and to learn. So I love all subjects. The one I had the most challenging times in was chemistry, and even today I try to learn about chemistry.
And did this have any influence in your future?
Yes, it did. Yeah, I'll tell you, what really influenced my future was athletics, because I learned in athletics that you don't give up. Even if you have a bad week, you don't do well, you work harder so that the next time around you do even better. The next year around, you're a starter. And that's what life is really about. It's not where you start, it's the journey to get where you want to get. And to me, so if you ask what is it that made the difference in my life, it was athletics.
Thank you so much. It was an honor having you here, and good luck in November.
On the contrary, it was my honor to be here, and go Colonists.
Thank you. Well, you heard it here first, PIOS. My name's Janice Montesilia, and I'll see you in the studio.